Anger. We all know it, right? That hot, rising feeling that can just feel totally overwhelming. And, we're usually taught to just stuff it down, push it away, treat it like it's this big, destructive thing. But what if that whole way of thinking is, well, wrong? What if anger itself isn't the villain we've made it out to be? That's the big question we're tackling, and the answer, honestly, might change how you think about this really powerful emotion. Because when you really look at it, the real trouble, the thing that causes all the problems, it isn't that first flash of anger. It's not the feeling itself that we should be afraid of. It's our reaction. That's the whole game right there. The real danger is in that split-second choice we make, or a lot of the time don't make, right after the anger hits. Think of anger as just the first domino. How the rest of them fall? Well, that's completely up to us. So let's try to reframe this. Instead of an attack, think of anger as an alarm system. It's just a messenger, a signal telling you that something's not right. Maybe a boundary's been crossed or a situation feels unfair or hurtful. It's just data. That's it. So you have to start asking yourself, when that alarm starts blaring, what's it really about? What's the deeper message it's trying to send? Because I promise you, it's almost never about the thing that seems to have set you off on the surface. A lot of the time, anger is what we call a secondary emotion. It's like this tough, protective shell we put over feelings that are a lot more vulnerable. So, are you really angry about being stuck in traffic, or are you just super stressed about being late? Are you furious about what someone said, or are you actually afraid of being judged? Are you lashing out, or are you just feeling really, really disappointed? Okay, so if the problem is our reaction, then the solution is all about creating space, a pause, just a tiny little buffer of time between that spark of anger and the fire of your response. That little bit of space, that's where you take all your power back. And look, this isn't some complicated psychological trick. It's a super practical 4-step tool. First, just pause. Stop everything. Second, take one slow breath. This is so important. It literally interrupts your body's fight or flight response. Third, ask yourself, okay, what am I really feeling underneath this? And fourth, now you get to consciously choose what to do next instead of just letting your instincts take over. And this is the ultimate payoff. When you practice that pause, you're totally changing the dynamic. Anger isn't in the driver's seat anymore. You are. You're giving the feeling a nod, you're acknowledging it, but you're not handing over the keys. Now that 4-step pause is your go-to for in-the-moment stuff, but sometimes you need a little more room to breathe, and there are other ways to do that. You can literally step away from the situation if you can. You could move your body, go for a walk, burn off that energy. You could write it all out, just get it on paper. Or you could talk it through with someone you really trust. These are all just different ways to create that vital space. So the big takeaway here is really this. Your anger isn't some monster you have to go out and slay. It's just a messenger. It might be a really loud and kind of clumsy messenger, sure, but it's just trying to deliver some important info about what's going on inside you.
And here's the most important part. Your job is to listen to that message, hear it, acknowledge it, and try to understand what it's telling you about what you need. But, and this is a big but, you don't have to let that raw, unfiltered emotion be your spokesperson.
Ultimately, it just comes down to this really simple but powerful idea. Don't push the feeling down, let yourself feel it. Don't just fly off the handle, try to understand it. And once you understand it, you don't have to destroy it, you just have to control your response. And that's how you turn your alarm system into an ally.